What's something that sounds completely illogical but is actually correct? Saudi Arabia imports camels from Australia. There is a nerve that connects your brain to your larynx voice box, but first it goes down your neck, into your chest, and under your aorta before coming back up. Giraffes also have it despite the length of their necks. The ancient Greeks studied even ancienter Greece. One day on Venus is longer than 1 year on Venus. Sharks existed before Saturn's rings did. During and after intense exercise, you're not breathing hard to get in more O2, you are breathing hard to expel the excess CO2. Don't get me wrong, you need the O2, your body just only detects the CO2 levels. If everyone on Earth had a 1v1 fight, it would take only 33 rounds to have a champion. Sloths can hold their breath underwater longer than dolphins. Mail is still delivered via donkey to a place at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. If you have 23 people together in a room, there is a better than 50 chance that 2 of them share a birthday same day and month, not necessarily the same year. Water expands when frozen, but almost everything else contracts when frozen. Cashews grow on the outside of a cashew apple. Whenever new Dragon Ball content is released, Mexican cartel activity actually drops down significantly for a few days. It took decades after the invention of the can to invent the can opener. Spaces between words weren't introduced until the 10th century. Inflammable means flammable. When magnesium is burned, the ashes weigh more than the magnesium. Aluminium is infinitely recyclable and the world's most recycled metal. The fact that there are more possible chess game configurations 10-120 than there are atoms in the observable universe 1090. AKA the Shannon number after Claude Shannon. The speed of light is constant on all reference frames. That your skin lacks the receptors to feel wet. Edit water to wet. Babies will sleep in longer if you put them to bed earlier. That 1,000,000 seconds is 11.6 days, and 1,000,000,000 seconds is 31.7 years. II is a positive real number. Drake got exposed for neglecting his son by the guy that wrote the McDonald's jingle. If your mayonnaise is too thin, add more oil to thicken it. Emulsions are weird. Bats make up nearly 25% of all mammal species. You are probably the only person who can hear your own voice differently than others, that's why a lot of people get shocked when they listen to their own recordings. Mirtazapine is an antidepressant that is often used as a sleep aid. However, for sleep the less you take the better it works. For example, 7.5 mg helps you to sleep better than 15 mg. If you take more than 45 mg it tends to cause insomnia. We live closer in time to the reign of Cleopatra than she did to the building of the pyramids. Amphetamine helps people with ADHD focus. You are keeping your blanket warm at night. You can't know both what the exact position and the exact momentum of a quantum particle will be. Did you know that lighters were invented before matches? Sounds kinda weird, right? Mars is populated entirely by robots as far as we know. Yes, this was a popular observation a few years ago. On average, humans have less than 2 legs. A little simplistic, but anti-venom is made from venom and horse blood. Can use rabbit blood, but I think horse blood is more efficient. If your eyes are excessively watering, you most likely have dry eye. Tiffany is actually a really old name. Gruntled is a word, makes me disgruntled not knowing this all these years. Did you know that technically speaking, a strawberry isn't a berry, but a banana is? Sounds weird, but it's true. It's quicker to say World Wide Web than it is www. The western end of the Panama Canal is the Atlantic Ocean and the eastern end is the Pacific Ocean. Percentages are interchangeable. 8 of 25 is the same as 25 of 8, and 1 is much easier to do in your head. Not used to seeing such amazing questions on this sublol.